what we're hearing about the Marlins, Rockies, and Dodgers at the MLB trade deadline. Here's a compilation of the latest reporting as of Sunday evening from the Athletics team of reporters as Monday's trade deadline approaches. Marlins mulling moves Marlins discussing Hicks. Stowers deals as the Miami Marlins ponder trade scenarios. They are discussing catcher Liam Hicks and first baseman outfielder Kyle Stowers more actively than shortstop Otto López and second baseman Xavier Edwards, according to league sources briefed on their conversations. Advertisement, the Tampa Bay Rays and Boston Red Sox are among the teams interested in Hicks, the person said. The New York Yankees are not involved in the talks.
Then I found Lulu Talks tea and everything shifted. Once I started drinking it, my mornings were ruined in the sense that they'd never be the same again. I began waking up feeling rested and energized, something I hadn't experienced in years. My new routine? Just 1 cup of Lulu Talks in the morning. On top of that, my menopause symptoms have eased significantly. I finally feel like myself again, strong, confident, and like a woman who's ready to take on the day.
Curious what makes it different? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/8.
Hicks bats left-handed, and the Yankees want a right-handed hitting receiver. Stowers, who this season is playing first base for the first time as a professional, might appeal to the Arizona Diamondbacks and Cleveland Guardians, both of which are seeking upgrades at first. Despite missing the first 3-1-2 weeks with a strained right hamstring, the left-handed hitting Stowers entered Sunday tied for the team lead with 16 home runs. The Marlins failed to reach an extension with Stowers last offseason, but he is still under club control for 3 additional seasons. Hicks is under control for 4 more, but has been used mostly as a DH since the Marlins promoted top prospect Joe Mack to be their regular catcher. The Texas Rangers, who previously showed interest in Hicks this season, might end up selling more than buying. They also might be cool to a reunion after trading Hicks to the Detroit Tigers for fellow catcher Carson Kelly at the 2024 deadline. The catching position has been a vexing position for the Rays ever since they bypassed Buster Posey with the top pick of the 2008 draft. The Rays, who own the best record in the American League, traded for New York Mets right-hander Freddie Peralta on Sunday and are active on other fronts as well. The Red Sox, the hottest team in baseball, have been shopping for shortstops and catchers. Chicago White Sox general manager Chris Getz reaffirmed to reporters Sunday his desire to add a catcher in the wake of losing Kyle Teal to a left high ankle sprain, but a source said his team is not in the mix. Ken Rosenthal, and will salmon eyes on Colorado Rockies players garnering interest. The Colorado Rockies are receiving considerable interest in relievers Antonio Senzatela and Victor Vodnik, along with center fielder Brenton Doyle, according to league sources briefed on their talks. Advertisement Senzatela, 31, is in the final guaranteed year of a contract that also contains a club option for 2027 worth $14 million. After transitioning to the bullpen this season, his fastball velocity has perked up from averaging 95 mph last year to 97 mph. In 34 appearances and 52 1/3 innings, he has a 3.61 ERA. Vodnik is under club control for 3 more seasons. His results are lacking this season. He owns a 5.25 ERA. But clubs have long liked his big-time velocity, 98.6 average mph on his fastball and ground ball rate, top 5% of the league, per Baseball Savant. By potentially dealing Doyle, under club control for 3 more seasons, the Rockies could take advantage of their outfield depth and a need in the trade market for right-handed hitting help. Doyle just returned this week after missing more than 2 months because of groin and oblique injuries. He won a Gold Glove Award in 2023 and 2024, but his offensive numbers have cratered since last season. Over his last 667 plate appearances, he owns just a .635 ops. As The Athletic previously reported, the Rockies are also fielding interest in various other players, including Kyle Freeland, Michael Lorenzen, Tomoyuki Sugano, Mickey Moniak, Jake McCarthy, and Willie Castro. Rosenthal and Salmon Pirates staying active. Pirates actively pursuing upgrades. The Pittsburgh Pirates remain active in their pursuit of upgrades, talking not just about bullpen possibilities, but also a right-handed hitting outfielder, according to a person briefed on their talks. Among the names under discussion, Baltimore Orioles outfielder Taylor Ward and Los Angeles Angels outfielder Joe Adell, both of whom are candidates to be traded before Monday's deadline at 6 p.m. The Pirates also are talking to the New York Mets about their relievers, sources said. Righty Luke Weaver is a known target, and righty Huascar Brazoban and lefty Brooks Raley also are available. The Mets also have two right-handed hitting outfielders they are willing to trade, Lewis Robert Jr. and Tyrone Taylor. Rosenthal and Salmon Advertisement is LA done. What next for the Dodgers? Andrew Friedman downplayed the idea of the Dodgers adding further to their big league roster, saying such a move is less likely. Tarik Skubal was obviously the big target. That does not mean the Dodgers are done. They could move some pieces off their roster and reorganize some of their outfield prospect logjam. Fabian Ardea Detroit's still competing Tigers still want to compete after trading Skubal. It might sound crazy. But after trading back-to-back Cy Young Award winner Tarik Skubal, the Detroit Tigers have not given up on their season. While the Tigers continue to weigh trade offers for a number of their players, the trade of Skubal does not necessarily signal a full-blown sale, according to a person briefed on their plans. Instead, the Tigers will try to thread the needle and continue to compete. The expected return of right-hander Jackson Jobe from Tommy John surgery later this month could help in that regard. The Tigers were the same number of games under .5005 when they acted as sellers at the 2024 deadline, trading right-hander Jack Flaherty, outfielder Mark Canha, and catcher Carson Kelly. 11, they were 9-1-2 games out of a wildcard spot with 0.2% playoff odds, per Fangraphs. That team, of course, rallied behind Skubal. This one, though, is playing in a weaker American League. It entered Sunday just 2-1-2 games back in the American League wildcard race, and its plus 52 run differential was the fifth best in the league. Might the Tigers still trade two other players on expiring contracts, right-hander Casey Mize, second baseman Gleyber Torres, and others if certain bars are met? But even their 6-game deficit in the AL Central does not appear insurmountable. The Tigers have won 3 of their last 4 games. The next 24 hours will determine what their roster will look like in the final 8 weeks. Advertisement, we've played really good baseball the last couple of days, Mize said Sunday morning. We're 2.5 back, but obviously there's a lot of teams still to overpass. I think a lot of teams feel that way, though. But it's definitely a weird place to be. Rosenthal and Cody Stavenhagen.